Heron, also Julia Piccolino, excuse me, and London Fuller. So, Coach, I'm going to start off just by saying, earlier in the year you lost to West Liberty in 5. What adjustments did you make today to come out with the win and move on?
Yeah, so we actually talked about this a little bit yesterday. For number one, we're healthy. Knock on wood. We were not healthy at that point, and oddly enough, towards the end of the season, that's kind of the name of the game: who can be healthy and who can kind of withstand the duration and the length of the season. And we're actually healthier now than we were then. So I think that attributed to us being able to make some different add-ins to our lineup. So our lineup was a little bit different, both in the middle and with our 0-1. And I just think that from the service line, I think we were really aggressive, and I think it put them out of system just enough to get us what we needed.
Sean,
as that first set went on, it really started to take the feel that whoever takes this first set's going to have a real big emotional swing in this match. Is that how you saw it as well, Coach, player?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is us trying to figure out how to manage some in-game changes. And we didn't do that early on in that set, but I think that being able to make some adjustments toward the end, I think just being aggressive with attacking, like we talk about all the time, aggressive from the service line, aggressive from the swing, and putting yourself in a good situation to be able to do that and hold the defense. And I think down the stretch, that's what we did, and it happened to be on the defensive side. We made 2 really huge blocks at the end, like huge blocks. And that was defensive adjustment. We moved our left and middle in against the right side, and it was a big key at the end.
Julia, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. If you look at the stat sheet in the first set for you, didn't necessarily tell the story of how your match was going to end, especially that third set, rather. What kind of adjustments did you make mentally, schematically, to get yourself more into that groove?
I feel like personally, I was getting a little more comfortable. I don't know about everyone else, but we kind of came out with some nerves. It's just like it's a big game, you know. We're back in the tournament. Obviously, there's a lot of pressure on us. Like, we have a high seed, and we want to uphold that. So I personally was a little nervous, and I just think as the game went on, I kind of got more comfortable. Obviously, just trusting my setter. London did her part. She puts it where it needs to be, and I just go up and swing. Honestly, I just hit the crap out of it. I hope it works.
That's a true story.
That's about it, Sean.
London, you've got a lot of mouths to feed on offense, and you got a lot of people that you got to get the ball to and try to take care of. And so as the match goes on, do you find yourself getting more comfortable kind of figuring out what works against a particular defense and figuring out how to attack them?
Yeah. At first, like the first set, I felt like for myself I was kind of playing safe a little bit, just doing what worked before, usually just going to the outside and then setting the middles as it goes on. But as we went further into the season, our main goal was just getting our middles involved, because now teams are not expecting us, because we're more of a pin hitter team than a middle hitter team. So when we start getting our middles involved, the defense doesn't know what to do. So I think that was our main focus going into this whole entire game. And we tried to run a few things with the middles, and then when the other team adjusted to it, we didn't back down. We still said we're going to get the middles involved still. And it worked to the point where we can get one-on-ones with the pins. The pins could easily tool the other team's hands, easily hit seams that, at first we couldn't, but now they could do it easily. So,
Coach, you're going to get another meeting with Wheeling tomorrow evening, a team that you're very familiar with just from years of coaching and also having played this season. What did you see from Wheeling in their match against IUP today?
Well, they just don't make a lot of mistakes. They don't make mistakes from the service line. They're a little less aggressive, I would say, than we are. They don't make mistakes on attack. I think that going into the third set, they had maybe one hitting her. Like, it was ridiculous. And just being able to contain their right side. She was a middle that moved right, and I know that was a struggle with IUP, and I think that getting the middles involved early, that was one thing I think that brought IUP back into a really competitive match, is they were able to get into rhythm a little bit more, settle down, and get the one-on-one in the middle. So that's going to be huge. And then, just being in the right mindset, being where your feet are, and competing hard. Like, they're a really, really good team, and they're a really well-coached team. But I think we're definitely a little bit more confident going onto the floor than we have been in previous years. So,
get another night in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Thank
I
God.
know.
Most
Isn't it
people come
great?
visit us in June and July,
The
but
snow
we
belt.
seem to have found a
Been here
place.
We've
enough.
now entered the winter vortex.
But what's the next 24 hours look like? What's the preparation, the thought, the?
Well, I think the biggest thing is the girls have said as a team they want to stick around. They want to watch more volleyball and they want to be prepared. You know, you don't want to look too far ahead, but you also want to be prepared. And I think it's just seeing what's ahead of us. And then just making some decisions, getting some good food. They're all about the food. Having a good meal and some really good sleep and some rest. And, you know, I think that just a lot of normal. You know, we don't get too crazy. They have a little fun. They hang out.
We dance.
They dance a little bit. Yeah.
Dance
Then we go play.
Yeah, then they go
We
play.
just go
So, yeah, I don't know. I try not to overstress them. I try to let them do their thing, and you know they know what their comfort levels is, and I just try not to interfere too much.
You've got those patches on your sleeves. Thousands work for it and don't ever get to see that.
Yeah.
Do you think about that during these times? Does it hit home how special
I
these
mean,
NCAAs are?
Just going to this weekend, you know, we're grateful that we're one out of 64
and
teams
now-
to even make it in the regionals, and now we're one out of 32 teams to even make it. Wherein you have like hundreds of D2 schools who don't even get the chance to even go to their regionals or conference play. So we're just grateful for that opportunity.
It's all about being grateful, especially after last weekend here. Obviously, it wasn't the best outcome,
Oh yeah,
but
we're here for revenge.
yeah, I mean, all that, and we're just happy to be here. Like, we're still playing.
Oh yeah.
And like you said, a lot of people aren't, so just appreciating it and making the most out of the time we have here.
Yeah, this season's motto for our team is unsatisfied and
Hungry.
always being hungry. That we just want more and more, and that we're not finished.
You all dance pretty well too.
We have a lot of practice.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, that's an everyday. That's a practice thing. That's a before game, after
Yeah.
game, on the bus,
During.
everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely helps us relax a lot. I feel like if we don't dance, we're just like tense.
What are we doing? We have to dance.
Yeah, whatever works, right? So,
Everybody set?
awesome.
Ladies, thank
Thank
you
you
very
so
much.
much.
We
Thank you
look
so
forward
much.
to seeing you again tomorrow.